Let's start the power manifestation. Let's sit straight. Visualize Bhagavan in third eye and start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Varamasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadasham Tattvamasyavilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityananda, such a beautiful, powerful cognition that Bhagavan has given, the darshan and initiation into power manifestation. Let's start the power manifestation with the powerful cognition. How he said Swatantra is the ultimate. Going beyond the comfort zone is the space of enlightenment. With that beautiful space, I am Paramashiva. Let's start the power manifestation session. First, let's understand what is power manifestation. Power manifestation is nothing but a cognitive shift and can infuse powerfulness into any action or state that we are in. It raises the frequency of our body and mind to the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita. Bhagavan beautifully explained how power manifestation happens when you go beyond the movie that you're watching on the screen. If you are beyond the movie, you are able to perceive the screen. You are beyond the hypocrisy of what we perceive as our world, the comfort zones that we perceive as our world. When we go beyond that, it raises our frequency of our body and mind to the ultimate powerfulness, the Turiyatita state. Paramashiva himself has come down to explain to us. Paramashiva, who is Paramashiva? He is the living being. He is very much alive. And the 5 phases of Paramashiva, Satyojata, Vamadeva, Agora, Tatpurusha, and Ishana, doing the Panchakritya of manifestation, sustenance, regeneration, pulling us out of delusion and liberating. And Paramashiva, who has come down in human form as avatar, His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam is an avatar from Hinduism and a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. He has made science of power manifestation, yoga, temple-based university, user-friendly for the modern world. His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam survived the worst persecution in the multi-level by anti-Hindu element. Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam and his diasporas, Hindu diasporas, are working for global peace 24/7, 365 days. His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam is a founder of Nityananda Hindu University, which has extended campus of 150 countries. His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Shamala Pita, Sarvanya Pita, and Swargapura Adinam, and present Maharaj of Suryavamsa Sorangi Samrajyam. Bhagavan has come down onto planet Earth to revive the Hinduism and restore the great Adinam and all the powers and glories of Hinduism. Bhagavan has given us the power of science of power manifestation, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. All the power manifestation, the reference is in the Shastra Pramana, as per the Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in Hindu source scriptures. The Apta Pramanas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Siddhas, Alvars, who have taken these great Shastra Pramanas and made it authentic, time tested. They are the authorities of Hinduism who verified the science of power manifestation in human body, manifesting the superconscious being. Atma Brahmanas. Atma Brahmanas are the avatars who land on planet Earth to revive the whole consciousness into the next dimension. Here, Bhagwan, His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashiva, this millennium avatar, personal experience of each power manifestation, plays the Leela in human form with a human limitation, human mind, and how ferociously goes beyond the comfort zone, making us realize the ultimate oneness with Paramashiva and manifest the state, space, powers, beings, and Sri Kailasha of Paramashiva. Bhagwan has initiated millions of disciple devotees, followers are the Shakshi Pramanas who have experienced the science of power manifestation. Here, the Shastra Pramana. Today, he has given Shastra Pramana from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Sutra 120, Dharana 95.
For the power of consciousness over matter, silicon, is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. Kvachit vastuni vinyasya shanai drishtim nivartayet tajnanam chitta sahitam devi shunyalayo bhavet. Kvachit vastuni vinyasya shanai drishtim nivartayet tajnanam chitta sahitam devi shunyalayo bhavet.
Here, Bhagwan beautifully describes this Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95, consciousness over matter. Having fixed one's eyes on a particular object, Vastu, one should slowly withdraw the sight from the object, as well as slowly eliminate the knowledge of that object along with the thought and impression of it. He beautifully says the knowledge of the object and along with the thoughts and impression of it. All our perception, selective reality, each one of us is perceiving the whole, what we see with two eyes in our own way. Completely, it is hypocrisy, Bhagwan says. If we go beyond that, we will start experiencing the oneness. Bhagwan beautifully gives a beautiful story from a Zen scriptures where Zen master trains his disciple very directly. He asked his disciple to draw a picture of him. And every day he would sit and draw in front of the master. And the master would really beat him up. And every day the disciple would go back wondering why the master is not accepting the beautiful painting that he is painting. Again, he would come back, again draw the master, but he would again get beaten and go back. It was happening quite some time that he started literally shivering to go to the master. And it came to an extent that he was literally very shivering to go to the master, and he was sitting completely in a fear mode. And he was sitting with all his prayers and everything that today you should had a breakthrough. And so beautifully that day the master got up and left the place for whatever reason. And this disciple was so relieved. He drew a beautiful painting of the master. Then the master comes back and says, today you have got it. Why did the master do this, and how the disciple learned the lesson? The master was understanding that the thoughts are going on in different direction, not in the coherence of what he wanted to experience as the space of the master, instead thinking of different things which was going on. So the master had to bring the mind to a coherence So every day he would install a little bit fear in the disciple. And after that, just remove that fear also. Now that he has only one thought of fear of master, and then finally he removes that also to make him experience the ultimate oneness. The Zen techniques, Bhagavan says, are very direct techniques. Here, Bhagavan gives power manifestation, which is the very easy and ultimate space that you can experience through oneness with Bhagavan. Different avatar gave different possibility for us to experience. Krishna gave the kirtans and all the dances and everything. Here, Bhagavan gives us the ultimate and the most beautiful space of experiencing Bhagavan in oneness with the object, with all that we perceive as an extension of Bhagavan himself. He says, when we understand, O Devi, one abides in Sunya, the state where there is nothing other than this exist. When we fall into the beautiful space of Sunya, which is the original space of us, which no hypocrisy, no comfort zone, and no perception of this world and the ideas and views and all that we have accumulated in us, and trying to judge a situation, form opinion, or think that we are skillful, knowledgeable, we do understand something from this world. Whatever we are perceiving is just a dream. Bhagavan beautifully says, when you have a rose, don't look at the rose as the texture or the perfume smell or the color or whatever you know about the rose, but go beyond that. What is that which is making that rose so beautiful? How you perceive yourself beyond the five senses as Paramashiva, the inner identity and outer identity. When we drop it at the lotus feet of Bhagavan, we realize the space of inner space within us as the profound, as the real space of Paramashiva in us, the absolute space in us, which we experience the oneness. Same, Bhagavan beautifully puts it, when you fall into that Sunya, which is the ultimate space of oneness with Bhagavan, the Paramashiva space in you, where there is nothing other than this exists, the state of all inclusive, you become completely ahimsa, where you become one with everything and infinity. You fall into such a beautiful space. A new you is born from there, which you experience oneness with everything, where you can move any matter because you are now consciousness. We are driven only as matter, as body and mind. Going beyond takes a lot of seeking to that oneness space with Paramashiva. Bhagavan beautifully says we can only experience something, a sweet or a spice or some other taste or the sight and all that. But you becoming that is the space of Paramashiva oneness space. So beautiful. With this Shastra Pramana, we will now go into the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana, Tirumurshai Alvar, was an incarnation of Sudarshana Chakra. He was in his mother's womb for 12 months and he was born without his legs and hands. And he grew up and with an old couple who he made them as a young couple. And that young couple had Kannan as a boy who became Alva's disciple. And he had the power to restore the old age to young. And when Pallava king knew about the Kanikannan's powers of making an old lady who was doing some seva in the temple to become young, the king comes and marries her and asks Kanikannan to make him also young. But Kanikannan refused that. And when he refused, the Pallava king got really angry and he asked him to move out of his place, asked him to get out of his kingdom. He was so upset. So he goes to the Alvar and tells him that we are asked to move away from this place. Alvar was so clear that that is perfectly okay. So he goes to the temple and he goes to the deity. The deity is known for Sonnapadi Kettu Perumal. That means in Tamil, the Vishnu which listens to whatever you say. So the Vishnu, he tells Vishnu Bhagwan there that please take your snake mat and roll it up and come now, we have to leave. The minute Alvar said that, the deity started walking with him, and goddess Lakshmi and all the gods and goddesses started walking away from the temple. And after he left, Pallava king realized so much of famine, so much of health issue, disease, everything started happening in the country. So he goes and fall at his feet, saying that he is very sorry to not understand the power that the consciousness they are in, and falls at the avatar's feet, the Alvar's feet, and says, please come back and please bring the deity back. The Alvar brings the deity back, tells him, okay, we'll go back to our place. And the deity literally walks back to the same temple, and it is there still. And so beautifully, the king and the kingdom becomes so beautiful. When avatars are on planet Earth, they look very much like everybody, but they are living as conscious being. And every word they utter is a blessing for us. Understanding that as our reality and not going by our reactionary assumptions is going beyond the whole comfort zone that we are in. Bhagwan beautifully gives his own life story in Atma Pramana. Once in the temple in South India, there the Garbha Mandir was locked and they were not able to open the Garbha Mandir. And they called Bhagwan and asked, Bhagwan, we are not able to do anything to the deity. Can you please open the Garbha Mandir door? It is very tight and got stuck. So beautifully, Bhagwan blessed them and said, no problem, now you will hear a sound and you will open it. Once you open it, you will see my footprints in the temple. And really, the devotees, the disciples who opened, they heard the sound, they opened the door, and they saw Bhagwan's footprint inside the Garbha Mandir. It was wet, and they saw in the wet place Bhagwan's footprint. The ultimate space when you are in oneness with everything, anywhere from anywhere, you can really move the matter simply by being in oneness with Bhagwan. Now, what the Shakshi Pramanas, we have Chitrabhanu Ma who have manifested moving an object on the silicon. She was able to move this object, a coin, on the silicon as consciousness over matter. Millions of devotees, disciples who are initiated experience the power of consciousness over matter. Now place the coconut in your own palm, and first from your own palm you can move the coconut, and then we can move the coconut from others' palm or on a silicon tablet. So first we will start holding the coconut in our palm and continuously be in the oneness with Bhagwan and manifest this power. Make sure you record everything, all these great things. Once before we had in Mahasadashiva, one person was very frustrated that the Atmalinga did not move on the silicon. And she was just playing, recording the whole instant. So she was playing that recording. Suddenly she saw in the recording, the Atmalinga had moved and come back. So always you don't know that what all gets recorded when you're doing palm manifestation, because these are the ultimate consciousness, the presence of Bhagwan happening in your space. So don't miss to record all these great moments, and all these great moments, please share it with everybody at the end of the session. Now let's sit straight with the head, neck and back in a straight line for Kundalini to raise to the Agnya. The most important is remembering Bhagwan in your third eye. Bring your awareness again and again to the third eye, Agnya Chakra. Remembrance is liberation. We are pulling ourselves out of delusion and we are getting liberated when we are in oneness with Bhagwan. So remembering Bhagwan in your third eye is liberation itself. Absolute unclutch from this Hippocratic world, from your thoughts, from your words, from all your actions that are only hypocrisy. Other than that, nothing exists, Bhagwan says. It is simply a longer dream. That is all how we perceive this world. All that which exists is consciousness. All that you see is consciousness. We can see as consciousness or we can see as matter. It's like we can be in deep sleep or we can wake up. So we getting into the space of oneness with Bhagavan, we become Paramashiva space, the consciousness, the witness, the awareness, the listening space. Do the Tyaga as you are Paramashiva and he is the only strength. Now declare the complete integrity, who you are. The Paramashiva space in you is who you are. That is the integrity with Bhagavan. And experience the deep feeling connection. How you feel you're a male or a female, or you're young or old, that much you should feel Bhagavan as you. You are the Paramashiva. You are not experiencing Paramashiva. You are Paramashiva. You start manifesting as Paramashiva and raise your integrity by chanting the Mahavakya, the secret, ultimate secret password that Bhagavan has given. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Now we'll have a oneness capsule for 11 minutes and we will roll a object from our hand, preferably coconut from our hand, record it, and finally after the cycle is over, we can share the details. Now let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Remember Bhagwan, contemplate on the truth. What Bhagwan said, everything, all the thoughts, words and action, what we experience is only delusions. The inner illusion is projected as delusion. So unclutch from that. You are beyond from your inner identity and your outer identity. Do the tyaga of what you are not and raise yourself. Only strength, I am Paramashiva, ultimate integrity with Bhagavan, and experience the oneness as you chant the Mahavakya. Let's start intensely. Literally, your whole being vibrate with Mahavakya. Chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll play the oneness capsule. Nityanandan. So beautiful. So many people experiencing the consciousness over matter. Now you can place the object, or you can have it on somebody's hand or on the silicon. The silicon is from the mud. It is earth energy, like how Bhagwan said, the Bhumata responds to us. That is why silicon or the water body responds to us so beautifully. Even the sannyas initiation is given in the water body because we entangle in that very quickly because our body is made of 70% water. Same way, all this matter responds to how the silicon is. So, if you keep an object which does not move by itself, which is stable and which has a weight like a deity on the silicon, please switch off the phone as you do it and keep an object on the silicon, or you can have the coconut on other's hand. And let's start the second cycle. Have the will persistence. What is beyond the comfort zone? Start looking. When we start seeking, it opens up. There is nothing else. You start looking for consciousness as your ultimate space, the Paramashiva space in you, the ultimate space in you. Bhagavan himself will start manifesting as Shakti. His presence will more and more be experienced by you in each of the power manifestation, and life becomes a power manifestation as living as gods and goddesses. So now let's sit straight. Let's start the second cycle. Let's chant the Mahavakya intensely, and please record all this so that at the end of a session we can post it. So let's sit straight, visualize Bhagwan in third eye, and start chanting Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Intensely chant with the oneness capsule that we are going to play now again. Continue chanting, we'll play the oneness capsule for you. So beautiful. What an experience. This is for the social media. If you're part of Paramashivam program, please go ahead with your poll and next session for social media, YouTube viewers, Facebook viewers, and NTV viewers, please go ahead and share your experience in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. Bhagwan beautifully says, pulling us out of delusion and liberation happens when we start experiencing the space of enriching and causing. Enriching is pulling ourselves out of delusion. Again and again, the words that we utter, from the hypocrisy words, from the comfort zone, we break and make people experience that we have manifested the consciousness over matter. When we are telling hundreds of people, we experience that as our reality and causing other reality to experience Bhagwan and bringing them to the satsang by demonstrating this power. Simply we experience the oneness with Bhagwan more and more intense, expanding ourselves into the superconscious space of just oneness with Bhagwan. Now, let's surrender all this power manifestation and powerful cognition to Bhagwan's lotus feet, and in deep gratitude thank Bhagwan for beautiful experience that we had, and ask Bhagwan to make this consciousness, the Paramashiva space in you, as reality. Deep seeking and deep request in gratitude and humbleness makes our consciousness as reality. So with that, let's remember Bhagwan and end this session with a Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you so much for participating. Please make sure you're available for Kailash Kotiyar manifesting past sessions. Bhagwan himself initiates and makes all of us experience the quantum entanglement. Don't miss and share with your family and friends all these great power manifestation as our future. Thank you, Nityanandam.